Ominous cloud seen over Alaska sparks conspiracies. What's the official explanation? Greetings all, it is Max and we are back, and today we're just going to do a follow-up with what's going on with Jack. And I'm just going to cover this fun little article that happens to be on the Sludge Report for some reason, just because of how laughable it is of the story and how high profile it is on Drudge Report. Like, the story doesn't warrant the link, and then they completely say it's like space aliens or something. It's kind of funny, but we'll cover that in a sec. All right, so anyone who doesn't know, Jack O'Neill's been a brother, has been, part of the crew here on YouTube for probably, 8 to 10 years, going through a bit of a time, and we did a little charity thing to help him out. Jack's very appreciative, and so yeah. So we're doing that. Wanted to say thanks to everybody out there who donated through PayPal, Bitcoin, even some mining. Hash rate was all very good, all very good. Yes. So with that, and I'm sure Jack will be able to tell you himself, we'll be doing a live stream here at some point before not very too long. I'm kind of trying to settle into my job, but it's overnight and it's learning a lot of stuff. So I'm not exactly up for live streaming, and as well as, trying to figure out when I can schedule it to when I'm not, sleeping or have to get up and go to work, or, we'll work that out. But for right now, we're just going to cover a fun story. We're going to cover a fun story. Ominous cloud seen over Alaska sparks conspiracies. What's the official explanation? Official. Now, this picture is not very good. I realize this, but this is the best one you can find on the internet, because this is just taken by, a person with their cell phone or something in Alaska. And 7:16 a.m. these photos were taken over a 45-second period. I know there's been some speculation, but has anyone seen anything definitive? That's what this says. This was a Facebook post. Read the story. A long worm-like cloud materialized this week over Alaska's Lazy Mountain, igniting conspiracy theories and prompting an investigation and an explanation from Alaska state troopers. Happened around 7 a.m. Thursday, April 7th, and photos show a streak of smoke. Resembled everything from a falling meteor to a burning aircraft. Social media explanations include talk of an eruption, a crashing UFO, and a Russian weapon linked to ongoing conflict over Ukraine. So, everything that's said there is pretty hilarious, except, a falling meteor and burning aircraft, I guess, is pretty close, but they went with cloud. It's a cloud. One person down here in comments, it doesn't show up in like a comment section, but it was copied. It says, could it be a satellite? It's so strange. So this person here, Shannon Del Vecchio Watson, has brain. What does it seemingly look like? Okay. Here's the official response. The Alaskan State Troopers and our partners at the Alaska Rescue Coordination Center investigated the Lazy Mountain photos and the video that were reported to troopers, and have also been circulating across social media this morning. There have been no reports of overdue aircraft or ELT activations indicating an aircraft crash. A rescue team on a helicopter flew a mission around the Lazy Mountain area this morning and located nothing suspicious, and there were no signs of crashed aircraft. Further investigation revealed that a large commercial jet was flying in the area around the time that the photos were taken. The aircraft was contacted and reported normal flight operations on its way to JFK Airport in New York. Troopers believed that the photos and video showed a contrail from the commercial jet combined with the rising sun, which together caused the unique atmospheric sight. Do they have one of those IQ limits where you can't be a trooper? Okay. The troopers believed that the photos and videos showed a contrail from the commercial jet combined with the rising sun, which together caused the unique atmospheric sight. We greatly appreciate the numerous Alaskans that reported a suspicious sight this morning to law enforcement. Okay, guys. Does this look like a jet contrail? And where is the rising sun? Do you think that they're really that dumb? No, I don't think that they're really that dumb. I think that they took their helicopter out there and saw that it was a very quite plainly, obviously a crashed satellite. The NASA space satellites. How do I know? How do I know? Okay, we'll take a look at this. Was just done 2 days ago with someone in a cell phone camera. And we'll take what I Googled. Crashing weather balloon. And we get this picture. NASA released report into space balloon crash. All right. And we'll go to that actual story. Space balloon. Space balloon. Space balloon. Otherwise known as a satellite. Okay. There's this picture. There's that picture. Identical match. That took me 30 seconds. It took me 30 seconds to look that up. But no, it's jet contrail mixed with the morning sun to create an astronomical effect, according to the troopers. No, they found NASA's stuff. It probably had a little phone number. It said property of NASA on the side of it. And they called the phone number and they came and picked it up. And they said, don't tell anybody. That's what happened with that. But guys, this is every single satellite that's floating around above your head is on a balloon like this. And see, they're clear, so you ain't going to see them. They're also up like 100,000 feet. Well beyond where anything could fly. Yeah. And while I was looking at the I think, what did I search? Crashed weather balloon or something? What also came up was Google and Netflix buying up massive quantities of helium. This is from 2018, of course. Well, what the heck would Google need helium for? Investors often identify themselves with a particular resource are the lithium investors, cobalt investors, zinc investors, gold investors. As strange as it may sound, it may now be time to add a new category, helium investors. Helium is experiencing a global surge in demand and is now poised to grow at a 9% compounded annual growth rate. The number one consumer of all helium is NASA, by the way. This is attracting investor interest in the historically ignored resource. Tech giants such as Google and Netflix in particular are drawing a lot of attention towards helium as they integrate the resource into their own key initiatives. As a result, helium exploration companies now find themselves in a sweet spot. Dominant players in the industry include American Helium, blah, 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 all these other guys. So what's going on with it? In this article, it talks about... I'd like to find it and actually read it, but the article says basically Google is going to launch satellites. They're doing the Starlink, which apparently the government must have given that one to Tesla and Elon Musk or whatever they call his bogus space thing, SpaceX. Yeah. So that's SpaceX now, but that's as of 2018, and I would assume SpaceX came out around the same thing. So the CIA and the government gave Elon Musk the stuff. But this is what it was. And it does say directly in here that it's to launch helium balloons. Helium power tech projects are on the rising. It says here, Google aims to solve under its Project Loon initiative. Network of helium-filled balloons will float high into the stratosphere to offer internet connections to the world's rural populations. That's just like Elon Musk's. But those are balloons, like what you saw in those pictures that were crashed. That's every satellite everywhere, and always has been. Always has been. You'll think that the dish on your house is pointed at, something that's, a million miles away floating around the earth, and it never breaks down ever, ever, ever. No. Those are pointing to towers. Those are pointing to towers. And the balloons are used in areas over the oceans and things like that for GPS, and over rural locations so people can get their cell phones to work. Rich people can get their cell phones to work. And, you got to keep the whole spy grid going. But that's what that's about. But then it's funny in here, it says Netflix has joined growth so they can increase their storage capacity of their hard drives. Now, Netflix does not manufacture hard drives, so that's not a true story. It's not a true story. Unless that they fill the room that all of their hard drives are in with helium or something, but it talks about the manufacturing of hard drives, and I don't know what that's about, because Netflix doesn't manufacture hard drives. But there you have it. There we have it. So that is an actual ABC News. NASA said this is a crashing satellite, high atmosphere satellite. And then we have a couple of days ago, we have, I don't know what it is. It must be a jet contrail mixed with the rising sun. Is the official story. Anyways, I thought that was kind of funny. Kind of funny. And I don't have anything else to talk about, but I kind of wanted to do a vid. Been a week. So once again, Jack's very appreciative for donations. He'll hopefully get his stuff all worked out and get back on the right track here. Thanks again to everybody who's donated Bitcoin. My address is on the screen or through PayPal. It's the donate button that's on the homepage. Anyone who is not getting notifications, there's always a couple of people every time who either show up at the end of the stream and not getting notified, or post a couple of days in a comment section on a video. You're not going to get notified on my channel, guys, because I'm like less than 10,000 subscribers, number one. And I don't exactly talk about content that, the powers that be very happy with. I used to get content takedown notices about once a month. Okay. Now I haven't in a very long time. I think I'm in a new category where they kind of just let me do whatever and they don't advertise my videos. I don't know. But if you go to my channel and there's a little bell icon and you have to select all notifications. And I don't put out content constantly, usually twice a week, once or twice a week. So just select all. You're not going to get bombarded with notifications from me. So that's what you got to do in order to get notified. And that is about all we have on that. We will see you next time, guys. And don't fall for this stuff. Anytime you read an article, okay, even if you believe the article, look at these things as to like how what they could possibly con you on. What do you actually know from what they're telling you? And what could you actually verify? And what sounds like it's garbage. Be very, very, very critical of the news media right now. Because remember, guys, we're at war over there in Ukraine and Russia, and they're bad people, and the West is good, and we got the dichotomy now, and and I know they got neo-Nazis over there fighting in Ukraine, but they're the good Nazis, but they're right-wing Nazis. They're right-wing. That whole propaganda kaleidoscope of nonsense. Anyways, guys, that's enough out of me. We will see you next time.